someone who's incarcerated. At the time, access to your doctors, to your lawyers was a difficult thing. And one would say that is not how the game is played, even when one is an accused person. Many have said that you, Raphael, you lied to the people of Kenya, that you were abducted, that the sources who spoke even to the media lied to the media. You've explained yourself as to where you went and why you did not even go to the police. Respond to what led to the kind of treatment that we saw, because if you were in the hands of the police, many say, if you're in the hands of the police, you are in the safest place because they're supposed to protect you. Why then did we see that kind of treatment?
Well, you can say it was to humiliate me, but I don't think I'm really humiliated, because when people are using their muscles, I think it is them who should be humiliated for that kind of treatment. I mean, I've had so much sympathy. Not only locally but internationally. I mean, I've got calls from my former colleagues in government in all over the world. But I do know that I'm a political item, so there's no running away from that. I worked for Raila in 2022 together with Uhuru when things were not going on according to what they thought. There were some shenanigans, they thought. And I think that Uhuru did send Ogola, the late Ogola, to bombers of Kenya. And likewise, Raila sent me, as a person who was working together with him, to go and have a look what was happening. And I engaged the late Chebukati to find out what was going on, but not only the late Chebukati, I engaged all the other commissioners. And the commissioners were divided, and I think the rest is history. I mean, 4 commissioners are saying this and 3 commissioners are saying that, so that was a crisis, and naturally I was there. But I've been told by some lawyer who was very close to the powers that be that after that they did even consider the possibility of arresting me and take me to court for treason or something. As
they did or didn't? They did.
No, they did contemplate.
Okay,
it.
They did contemplate. Okay,
it, and the lawyer who is, I don't need to name him, but he told me that was one of the considerations of the government of the day. So I do know that I'm a political item of interest, and I cannot deny I worked for Uhuru and I worked with Raila during the last election process, and there may be people who are very angry with my political situation. I did make a very conscious decision to get back to my business, to work for my family and my children. I resigned from Jubilee and I resigned from Azimio so that I can just concentrate on my life, which always went on even before I went into politics. I was reading news.
So would we be right then to say that every